Horrible ball screen defense by the Grizzlies. What is this? Is this a switch? Then, yeah, you got to switch. If this is not a switch, James Harden just picked his dribble up, and this player now can guard one-on-one, and Ja Morant should be recovering. But look what happens here. Ja Morant's leaping in the air for no reason, not recovering. There's no backside help. I mean, it's just a mess. It's a mismatch. Brandon Clark on James Harden. Now look at this Grizzlies player right here. Stop. Dylan Brooks does a great job coming into the gaps. He can get up the line a little bit, but that's fine. So force James Harden to where this help is. I can stunt. I don't have to move my feet, so I'll be able to recover. I mean, playing off of James Harden is not an option. What is Ja Morant doing? Why is he going towards the ball? There's already two people towards the ball. Find someone to guard. So you take Tobias Harris. This player comes here. Like, what? We don't need three people surrounding the ball. If you're guarding Joel Embiid in the post, first of all, Santi Aldama's got to move a little bit more over here, okay? You can move way over here. And then you got to keep Joel Embiid to this part of the floor where you have help in the gaps. I mean, you just can't get beat baseline where you have none of that. It's a great job by Tyus Jones. Look at you're in the gaps here, okay? James Harden has no place to go, but now the dribble's picked up. Just get out to Niang. Don't gamble. Oh, God. Okay, so there are two players guarding Tobias Harris. A third is certainly not necessary. If this player could stay on the perimeter, please. Look at this. Why are three people guarding Tobias Harris? Got to get your hands off James Harden right here, okay? Take a quarter of a step back, because look what happens now. Look at, he's going to use you having your hands on him to create space. See, right now, we want to dictate where James Harden's going to have to come off this screen. So we want you to be over here so that you can force James Harden this way, and the drop coverage happens here. Because now there's no place for Joel Embiid to roll to, because the backside help is literally standing, and we've got two defenders. But instead, you're letting him come off this handoff, and look now. Now there's no backside help for Joel Embiid. Brooks is coming into the gaps here, okay? So you need to, first of all, let this Grizzlies player know that, okay? So he knows to get up and force Joel Embiid here where there's no place to go. I'm going to stunt. I'm going to recover. But you're letting Joel Embiid beat you away from where that help is. Cannot do this. This is a Sixers turnover, clearly. So if you're this Grizzlies player here, get back. We need numbers on defense. If you go towards the ball, you are gambling. And we just lost you now. Okay, so right now you got to run drop coverage immediately. So right now I want to force this guard this way, and here's where your drop coverage is, because I can have backside help right here, okay? And if a skip pass is made here, this player just rotates here, this player sinks down, okay? But you can't go over a screen. Look at how this Grizzlies player goes over the screen. Well, his body momentum's taking him this way. So now when they come off another screen, look at this. He's going to now go under, but his body momentum was taking him the other way. So now Tyrese Maxey gets on the other side of that screen way ahead of him. Obvious mismatch on the perimeter. Santi Aldama guarding James Harden. But look at this. You need to cut the court this way. So if I'm Aldama, I'm forcing Harden right here. This player needs to play off a little bit, but there should be no place to go. I can stunt, get the dribble picked up, and recover. Okay? And I got another defender right here as well. I mean, you just can't get beat away from that area of the floor. Not go under a screen with James Harden. You got to run drop coverage here. Up, and this player drops here. And I have backside. There's no place for Joel Embiid to roll to. I have backside help right here. So, you go under. This is easy. This is a cross screen right here. As this player comes through this cross screen, this player's got to get attached and jam this player as he comes through so this player can get on the other side. When that doesn't happen, this is just going to happen every time. You got to switch the angle of where you're running drop coverage right here. This player's got to angle James Harden this way, and you drop here. Why? Because there's no place for Joel Embiid to roll to right here. I have a backside defender right here. Look when you run drop coverage toward where you let Joel Embiid roll to this part of the floor. There's nothing but space for him to roll to. You're Desmond Bane here, and you're guarding James Harden right here, which you are. You need to have way more urgency getting to James Harden. Look at Desmond Bane here. I mean, that is not the urgency we are looking for, especially at this stage of the game. If you're Ja Morant, you have to be calculated when you gamble. You got to know that you are getting the ball. You have to know it. Because it's great that you're hustling here trying to get a steal, but Joel Embiid, this is at best a 50-50 ball. And so if you don't get it, Now the Sixers have numbers, and someone's wide open.